Hey everyone, John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'll be breaking down the best GRE tutors available, or the best GRE tutoring packages available, depending on which way you want to look at it. Now, regardless of how important grad schools say that GRE scores are to getting accepted, the reality is that the more selective the program that you're considering, the higher your GRE score needs to be. So if you're eyeing a top-tier grad school program, there's a chance you're going to need to score at least in the 60th or 70th percentile for both verbal and quant. And to get those types of scores, there's likely no better way to prep than with a one-on-one private tutoring package. And that's exactly what we're going to be covering here today. I've personally evaluated all the major GRE prep companies out there and what their packages are all about, including price, quality of their tutors, score guarantees, and whether prep courses come bundled with the tutoring. So if you hang around, this video should be all you need to figure out which GRE tutor or tutoring package is right for you. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, let's jump right in. And I should mention that since I'll just be focusing on the major highlights of all the different tutoring packages in this video, if you find you need more detail at any point, there's a couple easy options for you. First, I'll drop a link in the description below over to each company's website so you can check out these tutoring packages for yourself. And I'll also have a link down there over to our full detailed written buyer's guide that we have on our website. Or you can always just Google Test Prep Insight Best GRE Tutors. That's an awesome way to get there too if you need some more detail. Alright, so taking the #1 spot on our list for best overall GRE tutoring service is Manhattan Prep. And they earn this honor for 3 main reasons: their high quality tutors, the inclusion of their highly rated prep course with the tutoring bundle, and a really nice framework for online tutoring. So let's start with the most important aspect, the tutors themselves. So long story short here, after reviewing close to 10 different GRE tutoring companies and having a chance to audit sessions with students, we found Manhattan Prep's tutors to be the best, plain and simple. Their tutors are all 99th percentile scorers and obviously have a really solid grasp of both the content and strategy side of the GRE. But more importantly, they were just really good communicators. They seem to do a great job of keeping things light and communicating teaching points in a really understandable way, which in my opinion is almost more important than topic mastery. So we give them big points for this aspect. Then beyond the tutors themselves, the way you interact with Manhattan's tutors is also pretty seamless as well. If you're doing online tutoring, which is actually the only way that Manhattan is currently conducting tutoring post-COVID, at least for now, you'll meet with your tutor in a Zoom-based tutoring room. It's super simple to use and offers great tools like a shared digital whiteboard where you and your tutor can mark up notes on screen and share thoughts. I know, it's a small piece of the puzzle, but our team really liked this platform. Then lastly, the final point that lands Manhattan the #1 spot is the fact that when you buy one of their private tutoring bundles, Manhattan also includes free access to their GRE Interact, which is their self-paced GRE prep course. And this prep program is packed with study tools and resources. I'm talking over 60 on-demand video lessons, 100,000 plus practice problems, 6 full-length simulated tests, 4 hard copy prep books, and much more. It is a ton of study material and all included for free, which is about a $500 value and saves you some coin. Because honestly, you're likely going to have to go buy a prep course anyway. And on that point of cost, I would just note that one of the downsides of Manhattan is that they are pricey. Their tutoring packages range from around $225 to $245 per hour when broken down, which is a little expensive compared to other competitors on this list, as you'll see later in this video. That said, Manhattan does sometimes run special sales and promotions where you can catch a nice deal, so be sure to check out coupon codes or discounts before buying. In fact, you might want to check out the description below. I'll do my best to round up any codes if they're available and update that text below the video screen to help save you some money. Okay, next up on our list is Princeton Review. And really, Princeton primarily ranks way up our list because they're the best company offering in-person tutoring. Like I mentioned a minute ago, since COVID, Manhattan Prep is 100% online. And this is the case for a lot of GRE tutors and companies. Not many do in-person anymore. But here's the thing. Online tutoring doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Some students need that face-to-face interaction and just learn better when they can work out problems with their tutor sitting right there and stopping to fire off questions. There's just something different about being in person as opposed to working over Zoom. So if you're one of those types of learners and looking for more traditional in-person tutoring, we found Princeton Review to be the best for this. But that's not to say Princeton's live online tutoring is bad, because it's not at all. In fact, it's really strong and not too far behind Manhattan in our ranking formula. And one cool thing I'd also throw out there is Princeton Review's score guarantee. Their deluxe tutoring package guarantees you'll score at least 165 on both the quant and verbal sections, or your money back. Now, this is a monster promise, especially if you're targeting a top-tier program, but two things to keep in mind here. This is only for Princeton's top-of-the-line package, which costs close to $5,000, and there is some fine print as always. But this is a nice promise. And in case you're wondering about all their offerings from a price perspective, they offer packages starting at 10 hours and running up to 32 hours of tutoring. That's the deluxe package that I just mentioned. These packages range in price from around $156 per hour on the low end, all the way up to $180 on the high end. So it's a little cheaper than Manhattan Prep. Alrighty, so third up on our list is Kaplan. And basically what I'll say about Kaplan is they're like our runner-up to Manhattan Prep. The two companies offer very similar tutoring packages, and Kaplan rates out just slightly lower, albeit with better pricing. So Kaplan offers a wide range of tutoring packages, from pay-by-the-hour, one-off tutoring sessions, all the way up to 40-hour bundles. And these packages also range widely in price. They start as low as $117 per hour and make their way all the way up to $230 per hour. So if you opt for one of those bigger bundles with the lower cost per hour, these prices are far better than Manhattan's. And it's not like Kaplan's GRE tutors are far behind either. I personally thought they were really good. They're all clearly GRE gurus, but just didn't quite seem to have the same interpersonal connection with students like some of the Manhattan teachers had. But in the end, I still think they're very effective. Plus, like Manhattan Prep, Kaplan kicks in their self-paced GRE prep course with their tutoring bundles, so keep that in mind. The Kaplan and Manhattan Prep courses are neck and neck in terms of quality, and this is also roughly a $450 value. So bottom line, if you're looking for a Manhattan Prep-like tutoring service, but maybe with a slightly more approachable price tag, that's Kaplan. Okay, so last up on our list of best GRE tutors is Varsity Tutors. But real quick, before I get to that, if I could ask you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop us a quick comment below. No other company does as much research and analysis to ensure that you're making the right test prep choices, so any support that you can show us really means a lot. Okay, back to Varsity Tutors. And I saved them for last because I love the price point of companies like Varsity Tutors and Wyzant, who basically act as a kind of job board for hundreds of independent GRE tutors who set their own rates. But in my experience, these more type of broad-based tutoring services are a little bit more hit and miss than the tutors from focused test prep companies like Manhattan Prep and Princeton Review. And that's because the instructors from Varsity Tutors really don't follow a specific teaching framework. Instead, each individual tutor has their own methods of teaching and hacks to help students. Now, don't get me wrong, you might be able to find an absolute home run of a GRE tutor on Varsity Tutors for less than half the cost of what some of these test prep companies charge. But on the other hand, you could also spin your wheels wasting time and money on a 2-bit tutor that teaches you bunk strategies and methods that really don't work. Like I said, it can be a little hit and miss. So if you do go this route, do your best to follow the ratings from other students. But among all of these broad-based types of tutoring services, I like Varsity Tutors the best for GRE prep. For one, the hourly rates you can get with Varsity Tutors can be extremely doable. I'm talking some rates as low as $30 an hour. That's not the norm, but those are the kind of prices out there. And second, I like that Varsity Tutors actually vets their tutors and doesn't just open up their listings to any Joe Schmo. You actually have to know what you're doing. Plus, they also offer in-person instruction if you're looking for a tutor near you, which is a nice bonus as well. So if you're a bargain hunter and willing to take a bit of a gamble, I'd recommend checking them out and at least going through their initial screening process. You never know what you might be able to find. The link for that will be down below in the description. Okay, that about wraps up this video, but before I get to my final verdict, I should just mention very quickly that since you're studying for the GRE, we give away a free prep course every single month to one of our subscribers. You just have to do the 3 simple things that I'll have listed on the screen right here, and I'll also have all the details down below in the description. It's super easy to enter. It'll take you less than 10 seconds, and hey, you never know, you could win a free GRE tutoring package or prep course. Okay, so after evaluating tutoring packages from a bunch of different companies, I think the field naturally narrows down to a few key players. If you're looking for the absolute best GRE tutors, hands down, that's Manhattan Prep. They are more expensive, but it's a white glove premium service and their instructors are awesome. If you want in-person tutoring and aren't willing to compromise on that point, Princeton Review is gonna be your jam. They're just the best in that respect. Or if you're looking for a Manhattan Prep-esque tutoring service that's sort of premium but without the high price tag, Kaplan is a great choice. Or lastly, as mentioned, if you're hunting for a bargain on your GRE tutoring and willing to take a bit of a gamble, Varsity Tutors is the best of the more generalized tutoring services that we've reviewed. And that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below, just letting us know what you thought. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the GRE exam, or again, see that full detailed written buyer's guide that I talked about at the top of this video, make sure to jump on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.